Hello, my dear student of class 7. Welcome to the online classes of Balangir Public School. Today, in this video, we will discuss about physical and chemical changes. We all see the different type of changes in our daily life activities, among which few are reversible and few are irreversible. Some example of these changes include the melting of ice, a bird changing to flower, melting of the candle wax, and a lot more. Based on their changes, they are classified into two broad categories, that is, physical changes and the chemical changes. So, first, we will read about the physical changes. What do you mean by a physical change? A change in which a substance undergoes a change in its physical property. Or we can also say that a change that changes only the physical trait of the substance without making any change in their internal structure. For example, boiling of water, chopping of wood, dissolving sugar in water, melting an ice cube, etc. So these are the example of physical changes. As shown in the figure, like crushing a can, melting an ice cube, boiling of water, mixing sand with water, breaking of glass, dissolving sugar in water, shredding paper, chopping wood, mixing green and red marble, and the sublimation of dry ice. So these are the example of physical changes. Now we will read about the physical properties. What are physical properties? The properties such as shape, size, color, and state of substance are called as the physical properties. Our second topic is the chemical changes. A change with which you are quite familiar is the rusting of iron. If you leave a piece of iron in the open for some time, it acquires a film of brownish substance. This substance is called as the rust, which is a common example of a chemical change. So the definition of chemical change is a change that changes by affecting the internal structure of the substance to form a new substance is called a chemical change. Like the iron rusting, burning of wood, metabolism or the digestion of food, cooking an egg, baking a cake, electroplating, roasting of banana, fireworks, and many more. So these are the example of chemical changes. Now we will discuss some chemical equation given in your NCERT textbook. The first equation is given in your NCERT book, page number 60. Magnesium plus oxygen give rise to magnesium oxide. So here the question arises, what is magnesium? Magnesium is a chemical element with a symbol Mg and its atomic number is 12. So when the element magnesium get in contact with the oxygen, it give rise to magnesium oxide, that is MgO. And when the magnesium oxide treated with water, it give rise to magnesium hydroxide. The third equation is the reaction of the copper sulfate with iron, which produce iron sulfate and the copper. And the fourth equation is when the carbon dioxide passed to the lime water, it gave rise to calcium carbonate plus water. So these are the four equations which is given in your NCERT textbook. So the chemical changes are very important in our life. All the new substances are formed as a result of the chemical changes. For example, if a metal is to be extracted from an ore, such an iron form the iron ore. Useful new materials such as the plastic and detergent are the product by the chemical reaction only. Thus, every new material is discovered by studying chemical changes. Our next topic is rusting of iron. So here the question arises, what is rust? A reddish or a yellowish brown flecking coating of the iron oxide that is formed on iron or a steel by oxidation especially in the presence of moisture. And the rusting of iron refers to the formation of rust, a mixture of the iron oxide on the surface of the iron object or the structure. This rust is formed from the redox reaction between the oxygen and the iron in an environment containing water, such as the air containing high level of moisture. The rusting of iron is characterized by the formation of a layer of red flaky substance that easily crumble in a powder. This phenomenon is a great example of the corrosion of the metal, where the surface of the metal are degraded into more chemically stable oxide. However, the term rusting is generally used to refer to the corrosion of the object made of iron or the iron alloys. The process of rusting can be represented by the following equation, that is, iron, which is denoted as Fe, plus oxygen and water give rise to rust or the iron oxide. How can rusting be prevented? Iron and its alloy are widely used in the construction of many structures and in many machines and objects. Therefore, the prevention of the corrosion of iron is very important. Galvanization is the process of applying a protective layer of zinc on a metal. It is a very common method of preventing the rusting of iron. Or the cotton steel rust at relatively slower rate when compared to the normal state. In this alloy, the rust forms a protective layer on the surface of the alloy, preventing the further corrosion. So the definition of galvanization is the process in which depositing a layer of zinc on the iron occurs is known as a galvanization. Our next topic is crystallization. Crystallization is a process of deriving large crystals of pure substance from their solution, and it is a technique used for the purification of substance. It is an example of the physical change. Crystallization can also be defined as the process through which the atom or molecule of the substance arrange themselves in a well-defined three-dimensional lattice and consequently minimize the overall energy of the system. Some examples of crystallization are the crystallization of the water to form ice cube and snow. Second, the crystallization of honey when it is placed in a jar or exposed to the suitable condition. And third one is the deposition of gemstone crystal. That's all for today's video. Thank you.